Hi guys, welcome back to another setup with me. For today's video, we'll be setting up yet again for the month of July. So again, bring out your pens, your snacks, or a cup of tea and let's get journaling. For this month's setup with me, I didn't really want to drive further away from my digital journals theme. Wow, that was quite a tongue twister. So I opted for a somewhat related to the theme, which is a relaxing mood. If you haven't seen my digital journal setup, make sure to check out the link on the card at the upper right after this video. Here I'm creating a somewhat Dutch door effect, so I wanted to create a movement or something that it would seem like a 3D effect. So I made this window with a recycled page from this notebook and a tracing paper. If you're not familiar what a tracing paper is, it's a sheer paper that helps you trace in whatever's below it, hence the name. I got mine at Jolly's, which is a craft store beside my school years ago. Now following into Makoccino's latest video, which is where she painted a sunset skyline. I hope I didn't butcher her name, but I'll link her video down at the description box below, so make sure to check that out. Mine didn't came out the same way as her since I used a different paper and somewhat a different technique. But I still like how it came out since it puts a different character into it and it screams more of me. I like using mixed media with my art, so you'll be seeing you will definitely see a different view or perspective on how I made mine and how she made hers. As I mentioned earlier, I like using mixed media with my art, so I used a Prang Watercolor with a Berkeley paintbrush one and just a standard paintbrush. I used to have a lot of set of paintbrushes, but I can't seem to find them, so I think it's almost time for a decluttering and a cleaning of my desk. And I'm planning on making a video of that, so to be updated, make sure to hit the bell button so you'll know when my latest videos will be posted. Anyways, going back, I also added in with a Unipin for the building's outline, and using my Miniso acrylic painter, I colored in the windows. As for her, I think she used a watercolor still, but yeah, I used a acrylic painter from Miniso. Having the same idea for the left part, I wanted to create a mirror effect. So creating the same Dutch window as I did onto the right using the same materials, I made it seem like you're looking into the same view. So I made use of the same colors for the sky and made it seem like the stretch of the sunset. But for the ones further from the sun, it's going to be a bit darker since I feel like if you're further from the sun, the less sunlight it brings. So yeah, that's my perspective on things. Anyways, for this page, I will be writing my important dates and my goals for the month. And then that will be my finished cover page. And just for comparison, which cover page do you prefer? My digital cover page or this one? Let me know on the comments down below. Next on my list is my monthly spread where I created a 5x6 boxes to separate in the days. I wanted to think of a more creative way of filling this up since I wasn't really that happy on how my monthly spread turned out this month. I went for the fairy lights for this part since I like the effect that it gave me from my digital journal. And as I've said there, fairy lights are another thing that relaxes me as I enter the room. I feel like this is a great theme for July since I want to be more carefree and not stressed out on the little things. I wanted to create a relaxing environment for my mind, and since journaling is what I do to sort out the clutter on my brain, it's only best to make it look spiritual as well. I added in these purple drop shadows because it fits perfect for this theme's aesthetic, and I found this glittery craft paper, and as a lot of you already know, I like gluing in the part where I wanted the paper to stick and then tearing it apart. For my habit tracker, I opted for my OG vertical trackers and I placed the 3 main trackers at the lower left. I also added in the quote that reads, "Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind, be led by the dreams in your heart," which is very motivational. I wrote it in using my M&G Office Gel Pen from National Bookstore that retails for only 15 pesos. Next to it is my discoveries for the month, which is a late addition from my June monthly spread, which is why I wasn't able to fit it in on my June setup with me. Basically, this page is for the new movies, series, K-drama, restaurants, and music that I'll be discovering this month, that I will then be adding onto my list tab that is located on my digital planner. The look I want to go for in this page is just a bunch of papers that is clipped on a wire mesh, an idea I saw as I was scrolling around Pinterest. And lastly, I wanted to add in a preview of what a weekly/daily spread would look like in this journal. And since I wanted to have a less cluttered mind, upon my research, I was told that the best part to know your to-dos is simply separate them from weekly to-dos and daily to-dos. So for every start of the week, I'll be adding this page, and from there I will then be adding my dailies. And then that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys got an inspiration out of it, and again, if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching. 사랑해요.